Man Flavor, this is the man of the moment, Mr. Reverend Lenox Yearwood, who has come up with this whole entire Hip Hop Caucus. How does it feel to see this all coming together and your message, climate change, getting out?
Well, I mean, I'm a part of a bigger movement. I mean, I've been a part of hip hop movement for a while, and I just want to make sure to give all those credit who have been a part of Hip Hop Caucus, from the streets to the suites. But I think that this is a moment that I think is important for the hip hop community. I think that our parents fought for equality, but I think that we are now fighting for existence in the 21st century. This is the issue is very important, not only for climate change, the bigger issue, which is so important for the next generation, but it's important right now with regards to pollution, because they are putting those coal-fired power plants in our communities. Our kids are getting asthma and bronchitis. Our moms are getting cancer. You know, I'm from Louisiana, so having gone through Katrina and having seen our grandmothers drown, that I know that we got to do something about this. And so to be a part with all these artists who can lend their voice, I've been a part of so many movements. I was helped create Vote or Die and Took My Vote with T.I. and 2 Chainz, and those are very important movements. But this movement here, to me, is the one. Now, those are critical. We got to vote. We got to shape policy. But this movement here, in regards, this is the one that I believe in 2114, when none of us are here, 100 years from now, if we're successful and they have clean air and clean water and the planet is stable, then we'll know that we were successful. And then we would have used our cultural expression to form our political experience.
What is the first step? I mean, everybody, we hear it, but what can we do as a community to empower the first step?
I think that right now there's a lot of things shaping policy. The president has put forth policy to cap the carbon emissions on power plants, so we can support that. We can clearly push our local, federal, and state officials to push more policies to transition from fossil fuels to clean energy, solar and wind. I think as well is that I think that we ourselves can just get more aware. A lot of times the climate movement, they kind of see that sometimes it's a very white, Birkenstock, Vermont movement. I think that we're breaking that. I mean, that's the one thing. We're breaking that tonight, saying no, it's not. It's important to have all of us together, not just white, but black, white, brown, yellow, male, female, humanity fighting for the next generation.
Where did the idea for H.O.M.E come into play to get all of these hip hop, R&B, just artists, period, on one collaboration to form this album H.O.M.E?
Well, I've always been fun with names, so I had Vote or Die, so I had to respect my vote. So H.O.M.E is actually healing our Mother Earth. And actually, I can't take that. Actually, was Malik Youssef. Malik actually came up with that piece in the studio. So I think that's just something that we wanted, something that would connect to our communities. So that because we only got one home. There's no planet B. So that's what we're working with that in that process. So H.O.M.E is the first step. But I think that hopefully that this will be a long. I'll just say this too: the artists involved in this, what I have seen over my now 15 years, when I used to be with Russell and others, to now, artists are getting much more engaged, and I think that comes from the people. Though the people are demanding that artists are more concerned. So it's not just about selling music or about selling videos, about selling a brand. They want artists. They want to support artists who support them. They want to support artists who care. Now, for me, it's a blessing because when I first started in this whole business, with Russell as his book director 10, 12 years ago now, I guess, is that what I found out was that, I didn't have much say, and artists just kind of came, and artists were kind of into it just for social marketing, and that was, that was a time. But I've now seen artists like Elle Varner and Neo who are so concerned. They are transitioning when they really hear what the issue, and they are getting engaged, not because it's just some moment, but it really is building a movement. And that's what's different for hip hop. So when I first did hip hop many, many years ago, it was one thing, but now we're transitioning to a whole nother level.
I like that. I like what you're doing, Reverend Yearwood. Thanks so much for the Hip Hop Caucus coming to DC. Thank you so much.